Hi, good day to you guys. Today we are going to talk about the use of social networking sites among Malaysian university students. Firstly, let me briefly tell you about the backgrounds of our chosen article. Our article shows us how much of use of social networking sites to young adults like us that it's almost become a main method for us to interact with others. As most of these young adults are also students, the educators have been looking for ways to understand the phenomena in order to harness its potential for use in education. This study presented the result of a nationwide survey on tertiary level students in Malaysia. The result shows that SNS penetration is not at fully 100% as it's initially assumed. The respondents spend the most time online for social networking and learning. This result also indicated why the students are using SNS for the purpose of informal learning activities. Only half use it to get in touch with their lecturers in informal learning context. Why did it happen like this? Well, it's because students and educators have different views in their use of SNS, with students being more likely to use SNS and more open mind to interactional use. This is due to the idea of digital natives growing up with the technologies, while educators are often made of all the peoples that are a little ignorant in using modern technologies. However, the real question is, can SNS be a part of learning tool for education? The answer is a no. In this article, researchers have highlighted students' concerns over academic use of social media tools due to the issue of privacy and identity management. SNS are mainly used for social networking but not for teaching and learning purpose. For this, I will give it to the next person to tell you guys in more detail about the problem. Thank you.
The problem of the study is students spending more time on social networking sites SNS as a platform of socializing rather than learning. It is because the young adults use the internet for variety purpose and activity, and any of this could be the cause for internet addiction. Besides that, the problem of the study is students do not believe the use of SNS is affecting their academic performance. It is because the majority of respondents believe that SNSs are helpful for their life as students.
The main purpose of this study is to examine how social networking sites can be used in non-formal education. The results were based on a nationwide survey of higher education students in Malaysia. Based on the result that we get on the survey, we will study more deeper, which are first, study what are activities and the purpose students do on SNS. Second, we will study how SNS can open up a great opportunities for educational researchers. Third, we will study how students use SNS and what their views are on the use of SNS for informal learning purpose. The main purpose of
As for my part, I will explain about the population, sample, and also the type of data that used in the article that we choose. Population is the collection of all individual, object, or event that share a common characteristic in which information is of desired interest to the research. There are two types of population, which is infinity and finite population, also known as uncountable and countable population. So, the article refers to the entire tertiary level students in Malaysia who are studying in the institution of higher learning in Malaysia as the population include undergraduates and postgraduates from various universities and colleges in Malaysia. For the type of the population, it is a infinity population as it does not mention the exact number of tertiary level students in Malaysia. The survey was conducted among a specific sample of 6,358 students, which is the research only aimed to gather data from a subset of the population rather than attempting to survey the entire population. As for the sample is the subset of the population that is selected and studied in order to draw conclusion about the population. The research will select the sample to collect data and make generalization about the population. In the article, there are 37 students from local university to participate in a pilot service for testing and refining the questionnaire. Why 6,398 students refer to the subsequent survey of the sample and population. It's become the main sample in this report for the research. For your information, subsequents refer to the survey that was administered after the pilot survey. As for my part, I will explain about the population, sample, and also the type of data that used in the article that we. For the type of data, firstly, data is the set of value collected from variable and each of the element that belongs to the sample. There are two types of data, which is primary data and secondary data. For the primary data is a type of data that is gathered directly from a specific research purpose or investigation data by various methods such as survey, interview, observation, experiment, or direct measurement. The advantage of primary data is allow research to tailor their data collection method to a specific objective information directly relevant to their study. Meanwhile, for the secondary data is a data collected by someone else early, as it comes from the government publication, website, books, journal article, internet record, and many more research. As for the method that used in the article is survey, so we can make a conclusion that the type of data that used is a primary data. The survey provides 32-item questionnaire to gather data about how many percent university students, either they are female or male, that have a computer or notebook, how many of them have a social account in social networking site, SNS, and so on. As the reason why the article used primary data is it can provide more reliable and accurate data as it has not been altered or interpreted by others.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Fabiha. I will now presenting about the variable scale of measurement. There are two types of variable, which is qualitative, a categorical variable, represent data that is non-numeric or qualitative in nature, and quantitative data refers to numerical information or data that can be measured and expressed using number. Quantitative data further classified into discrete and continuous variable. Next, the upper type of scale measurement, which is nominal scale. Nominal scale is the lowest level of measurement and it involves categorical data where values are assigned to categorize or label. It can be shown in the report about the gender, female or male, ownership of laptop, notebook or computer, yes or no. Secondly, ordinal scale. Ordinal scale represents data with categories that have a natural order or ranking, and the categories are not assigned value that indicate the relative position or rank. For example, from the article, respondents have three options of answer, which is agree, not sure, and disagree. Next, the upper type of scale measurement, which is nominal scale. Nominal scale is the lowest level of measurement and it involves categorical data where values are assigned to categorize or label. It can be shown in the report about the gender, female or male, ownership of laptop, notebook or computer, yes or no. Secondly, ordinal scale. Ordinal scale represents data with categories that have. Next, interval scale. The interval scale includes data that is not only categorized and ordered but also has equal interval between the value. It allows for meaningful comparison of difference between value as well as determining distance or interval between them. However, absence of a true 0 point means that ratio cannot be calculated. The ratio scale is the highest level of measurement that possesses all the properties of the nominal, ordinal, and interval scales. It has an absolute 0 point, allowing for meaningful ratios to be calculated. In addition to being categorized, ordered, and having equal intervals, it supports true zero values, making ratio comparison possible. Example of ratio is the number of respondents. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
The result of the survey will show up either in the pie chart like figure 1, figure 2, and figure 3. The figure 1 is about part of study, which is 5.4% medical and healthy science, 36.6% social science and humanity, while 58% science and technology. The figure 2 is about ownership of computer or laptop or notebook, which is 7.8% say yes, while the others say no for only 2.2%. The figure 3 is about either the respondent have account in SNS, which is 80.8% say yes, while the rest say no, which is 19.2%. It also can be summarized in a table like figure 1, which is about rate the following online activities in terms of time the respondent spends. Which is the result it can be more easier to read and make a conclusion about the use of social networking site among Malaysian students. Besides that, it also will be shown in a bar chart like figure 1, figure 6, figure 7, and figure 8 and figure 9. The figure 5 is about the response to the use of SNS for informal learning, which is the higher use of SNS is the respondent use SNS to contact their classmate to discuss about the academic work, which is 7.19% say yes as. For the figure 6, the question is about SNS are helpful to their academic life as a student or not. Most of them are totally agree, which is 54.10% say agree, and only 3.30% strongly disagree. For the figure 7, the question is about using SNS does not affect their academic performance or not. The results say that 43.17% agree and 3.40% strongly disagree. For the figure 8, is about the most time spent on socializing on SNS rather than for academic work. 31.70% say agree and only 9% strongly disagree. And the last figure is about it's more convenient to discuss the course method through SNS with their friends or not. And mostly of them is 47.60% agree and the only 4.6% strongly disagree.
Based on the various statistics that you have watched in the previous video, we can conclude that this article presents the consequences of a review on a Malaysian university students' discriminations of utilizing the social networking site with the end goal of casual learning. According to the findings, respondents do use social networking site SNS for a variety of purposes, including arranging meetings and communicating with their peers, but they are less likely to contact with their lecturers. Additionally, the respondents have a favorable opinions of social networking and its effects on their students' lives. Instructors must perceive that even inside conventional establishments of higher learning, the casual parts of learning are still particularly important. That's all from our group. I would like to say thank you for watching. Based on the various statistics that